Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get the info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. Let's go.
What's good? What's good? We'll give everybody a chance to join.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get the info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get the info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. Let's go.
All right, this is our first live that we're doing. Obviously, hope you guys doing good today. Shout out to Kaza. What's good? What's good? Love Mood says no way, not fourth on a fresh depth chart. You got to be kidding. Yeah, I mean this is absolutely insane, in my opinion. I'm just interested to see what you guys have to say about the breaking news. Let me go ahead and share that. I made a video on the update as far as now they did say it's unofficial, but it's still disrespectful in my opinion with what they doing out there in Cleveland. And it's very, very interesting. As you guys can see, earlier today the Browns reported that the preseason week 3 depth chart will be Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. Now, to me, this is a complete slap in the face. They're using this kid's likeness and miking him up during these football games, but they won't allow him to progress. They won't give him first team reps. I mean, it's complete BS. And in my opinion, I feel like we need to start considering boycotting these football games. If they're going to not give Shedeur Sanders first team reps, but use his name, his likeness, and all this, then something needs to be done about this. I even saw Mary Kay report this as well. So I want to make sure I give you guys legit, accurate information. They said it is unofficial, but still, in my opinion, it's BS. I'm interested to see how they're going to manage practice and all of this. So starting tomorrow. So let's see what we have. You say let's boycott for sure. Facts, facts. I hope Shedeur asks for a trade. Yeah, me too. Me too. But the thing is about that is that I'm feeling like there's a lot of collusion that's still going on. And so if he asks for a trade, I'm feeling like they're going to try to utilize that in a negative way. So I think Shedeur has been handling this situation perfect by not really interacting with. They want to break him. That's basically what they're trying to do. I saw where Tony Grossi actually spoke about what the Cleveland Browns are trying to do potentially. Let me see if I can find that clip for y'all. Robinson says, I am going back to watching court TV and movies. I have to not support the Cleveland Browns. Do something about it and stop talking about it. Yeah, I agree. But I do feel like everybody is doing a lot about it because I think they was down 3 million views this last week. I'm tired of hearing about people talking about Dylan Gabriel didn't have a bad game. He turned the ball over twice. Confidence Builders TV says, I'm not upset. I think this could be a blessing, Shedeur. But it's also why I haven't bought a jersey. I will keep wearing my CU2 jersey. Hey, listen, I definitely don't blame you any bit. I bought my jersey, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm already expecting the worst. But I'm here to support Shedeur. So, it is what it is. But I'm already knowing that you really can't expect anything but the worst with this team. Set Apart says, I didn't even watch the last game intentionally, so they know we here for one player. Yeah, I agree. Now, Shedeur may play this upcoming weekend, so if he do, I'm gonna watch that game. I'm gonna still support him. But as far as the regular season, I'm not watching no Browns. Now if they name him second string quarterback, then I would consider it, knowing that at any moment um, Joe Flacco could be, either injured or he gonna perform bad. I mean, we're talking about Joe Flacco, so if they name Shedeur Sanders the backup, then I'll watch the game because I know eventually Shedeur Sanders will be called in, and I wanna get that. Everybody needs to unsubscribe to all the Cleveland podcasts and show and hit them in their pockets. Yeah, facts. Yes, absolutely. I mean, the way that they talk about Shedeur Sanders is complete BS. They give all the credit and pride and all that to Dylan Gabriel, but they don't show any love to Shedeur Sanders. Now let Shedeur Sanders pop out and talk about entertainers and competitors and see how they use that in a negative light. And I think it's up to you guys that's watching these people do that to make a statement. When Flacco goes down, he would play. I mean, I definitely want to believe that. But the way that they acting like when Flacco go down, they're gonna give it to Dylan Gabriel. Is Shedeur going to get any reps? I'm hoping so, Miss Pamela. I'm definitely interested to see how they are going to manage these reps for the for the LA Rams. So we will just have to sit back and see. I mean, you never really can tell with this team. If you don't get first team reps, then I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be a lot of issues with that. Love Move says, does the fourth on the depth chart mean that's the order they will play in regular games? Like if QB1 gets pulled out, do they automatically go to the QB2? Yeah. If I mean the roster, as far as the order dictates how they're gonna do as far as rotation. So yeah, that is what it will be. So if Shedeur Sanders number 4, then he probably won't even dress out because it's 53 on the roster, and then as far as travel go, it's like 46 or something like that. So it's that's how they do it. Right. And that's why we're saying it's disrespectful because there's no reason he should be the last quarterback. I mean, they have him number 4, then Tyler Huntley number 5. There's no reason why Shedeur Sanders should be that low. That's basically saying that you got to go from Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel just to get to Shedeur. So that's BS. If Shedeur is QB4, he won't see one rep this year. I mean, the way that this team, the Cleveland Browns suck. I mean, they've been through like over 30 some quarterbacks. So even if Shedeur is QB4, he still may actually play, considering it's the Cleveland Browns. Now you can make that statement if it's a different team, but it's not like the players ahead of him is not any good. I mean, it's not like they good or anything. I mean, those quarterbacks in front of him are trash. Watson is a guarantee. I don't even feel like Watson will dress out again for the Browns. Honestly, I know they paid him, but I don't see a future with Watson. Colin Stefanski hates 12. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely some type of agenda that these coaches have with Shedeur Sanders. I don't know if it's because they're afraid that Deion Sanders are going to take their job. I don't know what the deal is, but they would not. They just would not let this man excel. Man, it's bad. The Cleveland Browns, particularly Jimmy Haslam, is a racist, pig-headed son. Yeah, I can't say all that on YouTube, but hey, I trust me, I understand. It is BS. They will not give my nephew a trade. And yeah, exactly. That's the problem that I have with this situation as well, is that they're using him, for all the likes and views and likeness, but they would not allow him to excel. Like I say, he can be traded. If you don't want him, trade him. They're not going to put him on a practice squad, because you do that, then another team is going to pick him up very fast. So um, this thing is crazy, man. This thing is crazy. I have never seen anything like this. Nobody will watch the Cleveland Clowns. Facts, facts. I'm definitely not watching. Only time I'm gonna watch is if Shedeur Sanders in, to make it obvious. That's why we're here. Shout out to Perry Sean. I may mispronounce your name. I'm not good with pronunciations, but shout out to you. MCB, what's good? Playing facts, facts, facts. Playing favorites. He get traded. I feel bad for him. Then he go have to start over again with a new playbook. Yeah, but I mean, just think about how bad it is in Cleveland. It can't get any worse than that. So I'm gonna play this video clip and let you guys hear what Tony Grossi said about what he thinks that they are doing um, as far as this quarterback order. Hit that like button on y'all way in. Let's see what he had to say. I hate to actually play his video clips, but obviously he knows something, So let's see what he got to say, even though I don't like him.
The announcement that the Browns made today was very curious to me. Because nowhere in the announcement did they say Flacco's the starting quarterback for the season.
Right.
They say for the opener. That stuck out to me. I think it's intentionally vague. There's no quote from the coach clarifying it. We'll get some clarification tomorrow, and I'm really interested to hear what he says to that. I think they're leaving the door open for Pickett to make a belated run at Flacco's job after the week one.
So you guys see what the plans is. So I mean, and we're talking about Kenny Pickett, a player that hasn't practiced since what, August, and like beginning of August. So it's like it's crazy, man. I ain't seen nothing like it. Isn't Shedeur prime equity clause in his contract will get him paid regardless? Oh yeah, yeah. Shedeur Sanders is set regardless when it comes to equity and money and all that. But this kid has a dream. He's been having a dream his whole career, which is to play quarterback. And we're watching the NFL, get in the way of it. I'm not going to say that it's not going to be legendary, because we know eventually he's going to get his opportunity. But it's just the hurdles and all these different types of situations they're putting him through is what making it very, very difficult for me. But Shedeur been handling it very well. But yeah, he definitely gonna be good as far as equity. The coach said that they're not keeping 4 quarterbacks, so they're trying to use 12 all they can before he leave. I ain't hear that anywhere. Silk McFadden. Last thing I heard was the general manager Andrew Berry talking about why would he even get rid of his pick? It's allegedly that was his pick. So Shedeur ain't going anywhere unless they trade him. But as far as putting him on a practice squad or cutting him, that ain't gonna happen, because he brings so much money to the franchise. So I don't see that happening. But um, they need to get rid of him. Cole B straight facts. Has anybody seen this prime equity clause in his contract? Okay, so he said in the presser. Okay, so he said in the presser that he is not keeping all 4 quarterbacks. That will be great. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of 12. If that's the case, get rid of 12. That way we can all be happy, man. We can breathe. Because what we're going through right now as Shedeur Sanders fans is not, it's not enjoyable. It's bias, it's racism, it's everything that other YouTubers don't want to say. We know what it is. They're not going to do this with Arch Manning. I guarantee you guys, they're not going to do this with um, those Mannings. No need to worry about 12. This is just the beginning for him. I agree. Love Move says, yeah, I looked into it. You're right. It's an internet legend. It's not really a thing. All players get what they are what they are talking about. It's not novel for Shedeur. Novel for Shedeur. Prime equity, yeah. That will go down as the worst trade they will make, like a Kobe trade for Cleveland. I agree with you on that one. Hey, that would be that's hey, but they are already acting crazy. They're not letting this man get first team reps. They traded away Travis Hunter. You could have had Travis Hunter and Shedeur on the same team. Like what franchise do you know do that? So that tells me alone that this was a part of the NFL. That their plan was to do what they did, and I think that we're still in collusion. I don't think it's over with yet. I think it's still going on in front of our eyes. Um, they're trying to break the Sanders. I mean, Kevin Stefanski had wore a Oregon Ducks cap yesterday in his press conference, right after Dylan Gabriel's comments. So it's like people not reading it. People not reading in between the lines of what's going on. The man just wore a cap. Let me see if I can find that to show y'all. Like, why would you even consider to troll us like that? I think I got a photo of it to show y'all. The man wore an Oregon cap, baseball cap, right after the Dylan Gabriel comment. The next day he gonna wear that hat. So I don't trust this team, man. I don't know what's their agenda. I don't know what they're doing. Are they trying to throw signals to Coach Prime? I don't know what it is. He said that's a brown hat. This look like a Oregon Ducks baseball cap to me. Maybe it's a Browns hat. I don't know. I'm not a Browns fan, so you guys will be able to tell me more when it come to that. Dan Lanning and the coach are golfing buddies. Okay, so if it's a Browns hat, then maybe that's better. Then I'm not a Browns fan, so I don't. I mean, you guys will be y'all will know more about that than me. Let me look on the Browns shop. Yeah, look, check it out for me because I could have sworn that was an Oregon cap. They need to let Shedeur Sanders go. Exactly. Was his son the one that did the prank call during the draft? Exactly. Like, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of questions that I have as well. Cleveland don't deserve Shedeur exactly because at the end of the day, somebody's gonna look like when this thing is all said and done, somebody's gonna look like a genius. And I don't want it to be Cleveland. The way that they're going about the situation, not getting him first team reps, throwing him out there in the preseason game without any reps with the second string offensive line, and they gave Dylan Gabriel max protection all game. You know what I'm saying? They set this thing up, but it backfired, and they still don't want to give credit to Shedeur Sanders. I mean, Shedeur Sanders threw two passing TDs, no interceptions, but Dylan Gabriel one pick six. He got sacked. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, it's a Latin. Let me see. No, that was the Atlanta Falcons that did the prep call. Yeah. Okay, so it was but you just never know though. It was the Falcons. Okay, but it just makes me wonder what the NFL agenda is though. I mean, you would think the team that selects you would be rooting for you, but it's the opposite. It just feels like Shedeur is going against the team that drafted him. I don't know. Maybe it's me. maybe I'm overthinking it then, because it just seems like Shedeur is not only trying to compete with the players on the field, but he competing with the media. They talking about, this and that, the speeding tickets. They made that a big deal. Yet Myles Garrett just got a speeding ticket like a few weeks ago, and we didn't even hear nothing about it. They talking about Shedeur Sanders' mentality and arrogant, but Dylan Gabriel get in front of the media and he air out his teammates. It's weird. It's just weird to me. It kills me. We've been waiting 40 years for a quarterback. We might have the guy, but they don't want to play him. Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know. I absolutely don't know. But I saw where Tony Grossi. I'm gonna see if I can play this clip. There's another clip that I'm gonna show y'all when it loads up. The owner made that call, the coach or GM. He will be playing. He will be on the playing squad. Yeah, he better be. Can you guys imagine if they do keep that roster the way that it is today, where he's number 4? Like, the fans gonna go crazy. You're gonna hear chants and all kind of stuff. Lex is in the house. What's good, Lexus? She said, "Hey, Mag Dog, what are you talking about?" So yeah, are you talking about Rev Ernest Brock's Senior? But yeah, what's good, Lexus? Practice squad. Yeah, I mean, as I said before, I would love for Shedeur to be on the practice squad. That means he get the chance to go somewhere else. The Cleveland don't deserve him. Like, I can't believe I'm wearing a Cleveland Browns jersey right now. I hate Cleveland. It's only because of 12. This is why I wish Prime would have put better players behind Shedeur, because I see is competition and fans blaming everyone but the competitors. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about as far as that go. She said, I was asking Rev, what is he talking about? He said the Falcons cut Shiloh. Now, yeah, I ain't seen nothing about that. I mean, Shiloh not even on the Falcons. So he obviously don't know what he's talking about if he said that. Shiloh is playing for the Buccaneers. You gotta just ignore the trolls. The trolls is what keeps us going. So I don't even really pay them no attention. I just skip over what they got to say. Cleveland is irrelevant with Shedeur. Exactly. Without, yeah, okay. I had to read that. I was like, what you mean? But yeah, I agree. Yeah, without Shedeur, it's pointless to even think about that team. They keep trying to break Shedeur by subliminal bullying, but what they're doing is creating a stronger supporting following. Yes, everything that they're doing is really making this situation more legendary. Like, they don't realize that. I'm gonna also play this clip. Let's see, where is that? There's another clip I want to show you guys. All right, but before I show you guys this next slide, Tony Grossi actually defended Dylan Gabriel's comments by saying that he don't think that that's what he meant. So I'm gonna play this clip so you guys can see what he had to say. Obviously, it's no surprise, but if it was Shedeur, this energy wouldn't be there.
Okay, I believe him, and here's why. Number one, she asked him about the noise. The noise is me. It's Grossi. That's the noise. I don't think he took it as Shedeur's noise. Shedeur hasn't made any noise. He's been perfect. Number two, I don't think the kid's dumb enough to take a shot at Shedeur Sanders, one of the most popular players in the NFL in 2 months into his career. He's not that dumb. Trust me.
All right, so do you guys believe that? I don't believe it, because his head coach did it. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think as far as those comments? A stronger support and following is not going to get him on the field this year. Cleveland Browns does not give a dang about you all boycotting you. Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Shallow has not been cut. Yeah, facts, facts. Those are just Sanders haters. I don't know how Pickett is still in the running, bro. Hasn't played in 2.5 weeks. Exactly. To me, if it's any quarterback, Pickett is the odd man out. You've been injured the whole camp. So I would actually make it Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, he's out of there. Tyler Huntley, he out of there. That's how I would do it. But it don't look like those comments affected David Njoku.
Looks like the starters are embracing the entertainers, if you ask me. If you guys like this video, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Till next time. Peace.
With my niggas, Kodak pop. All love rocking on them jiggers. On the money. You ain't talking money, I don't hear you. You ain't gotta touch my own feet. That's true, that's true. Born by my skrilla. I'm about my skrilla. All my niggas monkeys, we gorillas. We gorillas. All my niggas clutching, we some hitters.
They already know who they know who QB1 is, man. Jamie says Mag Dog trash the jersey. Hey, trust and believe me. They get rid of Shedeur Sanders. I'm burning this motherfucker, man. I'm burning it. Sunflower Browns, what's good? She says Cleveland Browns are trash, and I can't wait for Shedeur Sanders to get the heck out of there. Yes. Everywhere Shedeur Sanders go, that's what jersey I'm gonna have. So I don't care about that. They ain't hurting me. To return the jersey. Facts. Give me my refund. I still got the receipt because I already know how this team operates. Richard said, let's see what happens on Saturday. The cream will rise to the top. We'll see, man, because in all honesty, I feel like the cream already on top of Shedeur, so he hasn't risen yet because they still won't allow it. But I hope you're right. You say, let's see what happens on Saturday. The cream will rise to the top. Our head coach thinks he'd be the same if he was coaching the Eagles. Man, I can imagine if he was coaching the Eagles. I don't even think that would be something that would be allowed. You have I don't think the players like Saquon Barkley and all those guys would stand for that. I would hope the Cleveland Browns players speak up. AJ Brown definitely would not stand for that type of vibe. The Browns are bottom feeders. Facts. Sunflower Brown says they are not hurt. They are not hurting me at all. They're not hurting me at all. As a matter of fact, I get a headache just thinking about them. I agree. They ain't hurting me at all neither. And they think they're hurting Shedeur Sanders, but they ain't hurting him neither either. MCB says, I am a Raiders fan, but wherever Shedeur Sanders goes, I'm with him. Facts. Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan, but wherever Shedeur Sanders goes, I'm with them as well. Clara says, me too. Clara. Sanders looks like a young vet out there in the preseason. Yeah, exactly. He's so poised. He don't allow anything to really like get in his head. He has that everything you need in a franchise quarterback. Dylan Gabriel don't have that because once he threw that pick six, everything else went down. If If they cut Shedeur after this preseason game, that's fine. I just hope he puts on a show Saturday to force other teams' hand that are in need of a QB. I agree. If they cut Shedeur Sanders, I would like for him to go to the Saints. The Saints need a quarterback. They hurting over there. They got that boy Ritter, and then that other quarterback, Tyler Shaw, I think that's his name. Trash. The Cleveland Browns organization, they're gonna get a taste of their own medicine for disrespecting Shedeur Sanders. I agree. The whole entire NFL is gonna get a dose of their own medicine before this thing over with. Before it's all said and done, the whole entire NFL is going to get a taste of their own medicine in college as well, because primetime Deion Sanders with Colorado, you guys already know, man. Hey, we still rocking. We rocking with Coach Prime as well. Rev said here in Jackson, Mississippi, Mag Dog, we follow the Sanders wholly, and what they are doing to Shedeur is just wrong. The Saints want him. I agree. I definitely agree. This whole thing has been nothing but collusion. Shedeur Sanders is making money in his sleep. He's not worried about these clowns. He just wants to play football. Facts. At the end of the day, the money is not the issue with Shedeur Sanders. You know, it's just about him being able to go out there and play. The kid loves football, man. Been working ever since he showed up pretty much to Cleveland. I mean, how can an organization not see that? It's weird. But they did say it's unofficial. I am going to make sure that's well known. Where is it? Hold on. So Mary Kay did say that Brown's unofficial depth chart. I know you guys can't see the list, but we already know how that order is. But she said Brown's unofficial depth chart for the preseason finale versus the Rams. So it's unofficial. But as I said before, nothing surprises me with this team. But it is unofficial, so we'll see what happens. Bro said, bro, you act like it's no other players on the team. Hey, we here for Shedeur Sanders, dog. You know what I'm saying? You see my hat? I came from Colorado. So I don't care about other players on that team. I really don't, honestly. If we're being honest, I don't. So if you following me because you think that I'm a Browns fan, trust me, I'm not. I am a Shedeur Sanders fan. That's why I'm here. I don't care about no other player besides Shedeur Sanders. You call it Glaze, you call it whatever you want to call it. They won't cut Shedeur. They're just going to bench him and let him sit while they lose and the players get frustrated. Exactly. Trust me. Miles Garrett already said it too. He already said, look, we're going to need you. We're going to need you. So if you guys think for a second, players like Miles Garrett, Jerry Jeudy are not going to speak up when that thing go downhill, think again. They're gonna speak up. We talking about the NFL. We ain't talking about college, and they're gonna definitely speak up for 12. Athletic Boom says Shedeur shouldn't play this week. I mean, I'm he can't allow people to stop him from doing what he loved to do. Prime ain't built him like that. He gonna go out there. He gonna battle within adversity. The Sanders aren't quitters, so he's okay. I mean, the media is gonna be behind Shedeur regardless. If he do what he did against the Panthers, against the Rams, I mean, and they still want to play games, all right, the media gonna back up Shedeur. He don't need to quit or be discouraged, which he won't, obviously. Facts. We're only here for Shedeur. Facts. That's why I tell them all the time, listen, I'm here for Shedeur, and I love the game of football. That's another reason why I make videos. So, I mean, if it come with views, that's good. If it don't, it is what it is. If you here for the Cleveland Browns, then go follow Mary Kay and Tony Grossi and all of them. You know, they got plenty of Cleveland Browns channels. This is a Shedeur Sanders channel. You know, if I wasn't so big with Mag Dog TV, I'd name it Shedeur Sanders 2.0 or something. That's why I'm here. No other reason. So if you don't like that, then I'm saving you and myself time. Lexi says, I wish Arthur Blank would find a way to get him to the A. He would be there. Number 2, there at least. Yeah, I think Atlanta definitely will be a good spot. Saints has been told Cleveland that they want Shedeur, and Shedeur did tell Stefanski to trade him because he was tired of the mess. He said the same thing to the owner. Yeah, I'm not going to stir anything coming from what Shedeur Sanders said. From my knowledge, Shedeur Sanders has been going about this situation with his head down. He's been grinding, and I haven't heard anything about Shedeur Sanders requesting a trade, talking to the owners, or disrespecting anybody. Shedeur Sanders been doing everything that a franchise quarterback should do. So I ain't see anything about that. Let's see. Stay live, bro. Yeah, man, I'm gonna start going live more. I just been waiting on the season to start, and you know, Colorado play next week, so I'm gonna be live a little more on that as well. But yeah, I try to do live. I try to go live more when it get close to football season, so we can have something to talk about. Now, my lives ain't gonna always be high technical. You know, it's more like a chill live, me on the porch. You know, I'm just who I am, man. I'm Malcolm. Saints are drafting the OC from LSU, OC Son. I don't care. I really don't, honestly don't care about that neither. I just care about what information that you hear about Shedeur Sanders. I honestly don't even care about what they doing over there in New Orleans. Respectfully, I really don't. You know, just seeing how the whole entire NFL treated Shedeur during the draft, it already had me feeling some type of way, even with my own team. Like, we passed up on Shedeur as far as Philly go. I would like to see him being a backup. I mean, obviously we had Kenny Pickett. That's another thing that I don't understand is with Kenny Pickett. He didn't do anything with Philly, and then we saw what he didn't do with Pittsburgh. So it's like, why is he even in the discussion? Pen Pal says the Browns don't want Shedeur to play because they will win, which is something they don't want to do. They want to get the first round. Honestly, I kind of agree with some of this, but not all of it. The Browns don't want Shedeur to play. I agree with that because they will win. Um, I do agree with that, which is something they don't want to do. They want to get the first round draft pick next year. Who is that? Because Archie Manning said Arch Manning is not coming out. So, I mean, the Browns definitely don't want to win. I mean, look at what they did with Baker Mayfield. He went off to do amazing stuff. I don't know about this team. I'm sorry, but I don't trust anything Rev says right now. I will believe that when I hear it. Facts. Yeah, I don't trust any of those extra stuff that's coming out about what Shedeur Sanders said or didn't say. From my knowledge, he's been grinding, head down, doing everything that he can to play for the Browns, and they still won't allow him to. That's what I see. So um, we will see what happens tomorrow. So let's see. Good evening, good people. Mag Dog, I'm so proud of you. I like Shedeur Sanders chat. Keep it that way. Cream 12 always rises to the top. Let the Browns do them. And Shedeur, we got you for sure. Facts. Appreciate that, Coach G. Oh, absolutely, man. This is Shedeur Sanders chat here, baby. And any other time you see me go live, it's for Colorado. So if it ain't those two, then I can care less about it. Coach G, hey, yeah, facts. Shout out to Coach G. Max says always good to see y'all. Facts. Yeah, we're gonna go live more, and I'm gonna have you guys chime in, join the show. I just wanted to give you guys that information because when I saw it, I made a video on it. If you guys didn't check it out, definitely go do so. But I made a video where Tony Grossi made this list right here: Browns Week 3 preseason depth chart, Flacco, Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur. And then I saw where Mary Kay said it was unofficial. So before we get any kind of mess about Mag Dog not showing you guys the real, I had to go live so you guys can hear that Mary Kay said it's an unofficial depth chart, which I didn't know at the time until now. That's why I decided to go live so you guys can see that it's unofficial. But it's still disrespectful to me because, well, I tell you what, if Shedeur Sanders get first team reps, then okay, we're seeing some improvement. But if he's the fourth string quarterback and still throwing to equipment managers, nothing has changed, regardless of what they do with the roster. Because what's going to happen is during the season, they're going to call on Shedeur Sanders, but because he's not throwing to Jerry Jeudy in practice and David Njoku and all these guys, the timing is not going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Football is not a game where you can just turn in and turn off. So he needs to get the timing down. Like I said, the Browns should know these things though. Equipment managers, yeah, equipment managers. That boy throwing to equipment managers. I think it's official. Look at how Stefanski has treated other quarterbacks. I agree. I definitely agree with you. I definitely think it's official because the favoritism. Gabriel is third, second because they are going to do something with Pickett. Honestly, DJ, I hope they do something with Shedeur. I really hope that they trade him or put him on a practice squad and somebody else takes him. Gabriel fits this team. He fits their culture. So I honestly hope they keep Pickett and keep Gabriel and Flacco and just let Shedeur ride out somewhere else. Send him to New Orleans or somewhere, Atlanta, Dallas maybe. They're already not liking Joe Milton down there. Let him back up Prescott for a little bit. Prescott been injured the last few seasons, so just get him out of Cleveland. Lady C says, all you have to do is listen to Coach Stefanski. He has no plans to play Shedeur or move him up. Listen to all his interviews. Exactly. What kills me is that they ask a question when it comes to Shedeur. He always beat around the bush. He never talk about the actual question. Like, it's weird to me. Let me see. I might have a video just giving you an example why I don't. But yeah, he always avoid questions when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. I honestly don't even think Shedeur is injured. I think it's all BS. I mean, Shedeur Sanders never been injured throughout Colorado, playing with broken. I just don't believe he was injured neither. what's suspicious about that is because on that day, media didn't have access. Like you couldn't record. So how were they able to get videos of Shedeur doing those things, but it wasn't open to the media as far as recording? So that made me also question that injury. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I didn't give you guys actual video footage, because during that time it was closed to that, but somehow they had Shedeur Sanders. It's just weird, man. It's weird. Coach G said, trust Shedeur Sanders is very smart. Look at his touchdown to Davis week 1. Steffi reached to shake 12s and he just kept going. Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have known that wide receiver Gage Labardin. I wouldn't have known who he was if it wasn't for Shedeur. Shedeur made a lot of those guys like Luke Floria, all those guys look good. So the Browns I don't know, man. They could have a very good football team. I mean, they just signed Isaiah Bond. You got Jerry Jeudy, Shedeur at quarterback, David Njoku. I mean, they could really be a team if the Browns had any type of common sense. I mean, it's crazy. They really could be a good team, though. Did anyone pick up Luke Floria? From my knowledge, no. We can take our fan backs. Absolutely. I agree. I definitely agree with you on that. Max says we ain't Brown fans. We're Shedeur. Facts. That's the reason why we here. I mean, think about it, Mac. You think we will be sitting here talking about the Cleveland Browns right now? This time last year, like, think about it. What were you doing? The 300 people that's in the chat, were y'all even thinking about the Browns? I ain't even know who Tony Grossi was. I ain't know nothing about Mary Kay. I ain't know nothing about them, man, for real. Shedeur is the reason why we talking about the Browns, and we have some knowledge about who's the Browns reporters and insiders. Other than that, I wouldn't have known. Bucky has just responded. Okay, what has he said? Shedeur realized that he was competing with himself for 4th round on the depth chart, so he had an injury. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. We know who they are. We know who they are. Facts, facts. I agree. God's love says I was getting ready to watch the CU games. Facts. I agree. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, man. I just want you guys to Travis wouldn't have been Travis without Shedeur. Exactly. Travis definitely wouldn't have been well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna go that far, but Shedeur definitely made um his receivers great. I mean, Travis Hunter, LeJontay Wester, Will Shepherd, Jimmy Horn, all those guys in the NFL, but he wasn't a good quarterback. Child, please. That pretty much wraps up this video. I'm gonna keep you guys up to date as we do with these Cleveland Browns, man. I'm telling you guys right now, it's a headache for sure. On your way out, hit that like button. We're gonna go live more, but only when it's worth it, man. We here for 12, so we'll see how everything goes. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Hopefully some things change. Peace.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV.